And I'm back, guys. Yes, I took like an hour and a half break, but felt like 2 seconds for you guys, so it don't really matter, does it? So yeah, I only have 35 minutes left on my memory for this camera, so let's speed through the rest of these questions pretty quickly. So, alright, let's get to the rest of them. Alright. Alright, Nasreen Actor asks 11 questions. 11 questions. Alright, let's get to them. Question 1. What do you think of Lisa Foley's acting? Lisa Foley's, isn't she like that Disney actress? Don't really think much of her, actually. Number 2, what is a game that you like but everyone else hates? A game? A board game or like a video game? I don't know. Question 3: What is the worst video game? What is the worst video game you have ever played? The E.T. for the Atari. Yep, I played it. I've heard it's like universally awful. Played it. Awful. Question 4: What do you think about Hasib becoming a filmmaker? Question 6: Who is your favorite female superhero and why? I love Wonder Woman, but I never really read a lot of the Wonder Woman comics. I love Harley Quinn, but she's not a hero, so I love Batgirl, Barbara Gordon. I read a lot of her comic books when I was younger, and even currently now. I think she's actually a very interesting character. They may not portray her properly in any of the movies, but she's pretty good in the animated series, and again, I wish she had more even depth in the animated series, but Barbara Gordon, Batgirl, is a really interesting character, so I like a lot of her comic books. So she's one of my favorite superheroes. Female superheroes. Alright, next is... Do you think Lisa Foley's is sexy or ugly? Neither. Question 8. What do you think about Image Comics and Valiant Comics? Okay, I never really was big on the Image Comics or the Valiant Comics. I was more of a Marvel, DC kind of person. That's mostly what I stuck to, superhero stuff. Yeah, I read also like Scott Pilgrim and everything, but Buffy comics, Serenity comics, but like Dark Horse comics, like that was more my thing. Who's your who's your favorite superhero team? Love the Avengers. When it comes to the movies, the Avengers. Television shows, the Defenders. Comic books, Justice League is one of my favorites. Not so much the movies probably, but the Justice League. I love the Justice League in the comic books. Like Infinite Crisis, Kingdom Come, great, great comic books. I also love Red Hood and the Outlaws. The Outlaws are like one of my favorites. It's Red Hood. It's got Arsenal. There's Starfire, Bizarro. It's really cool. It's more like an anti-hero group. They do pretty good things, but they also kill a lot of people. So they're like an anti-hero superhero group. So yeah, they're one of my favorites. Alright, question 10. Can you do top 10 worst toy movies? If I can think of any. If I can think of 10, sure. Question 11. Do you want to see Max Steel 2? I don't think anyone wants to see that, so hell to the no. Alright. MGK0 asks, question 1. What are some of your hobbies outside of movies? I like to write. I'm write movie scripts, but yeah, writing. Running. I like to run. I'm a jogger. I love running and stuff. So yeah, running, reading, reading comic books and stuff. I like to read. I like reading. Not so much YouTube comments apparently, because apparently I'm not good at reading comments. But yeah, I like to read. I like to run, and I like to write. So yeah, other than watching movies or shows. But yeah, so those are some things. Alright, question 2. Have you ever got burnt out watching movies? Never. Never once. Question 3. How many movies do you watch a week? How many movies do I watch a week? Like new movies or just movies in general? Like new movies I watch like 2 or 3 new release movies and stuff. But also I watch like, because I do a lot of top 10s and rankings and stuff, so I always have to watch new movies, so that takes like 3 or 4, and I watch like movies I don't know, on Blu-ray, so I'd say 10 or 11 movies a week I watch, maybe 12. That's how much I watch a week. And lastly, what are some movies you didn't like upon first viewing, but you now like? My favorite movie of all time, Blade Runner. I watched Blade Runner when I was really young. I was like 9 years old when I watched Blade Runner. That was a very boring movie and stuff, but when I learned to appreciate film more, it became my favorite film of all time. So, fun fact. Alright, Patrick Connor Entertainment asks, what kind of camera, filming equipment, and computer software do you use for your reviews? I use a VP editing software to edit, which is awful. My camera, I'll look at it right now. I can tell you exactly what it is. It is a Sony camera, Sony Zeiss 60 optical zoom. Yeah. It's a Sony camera. How about we just go with that shit? And my laptop is right here. This is the laptop I use. So, yeah. Anyways, ready. I've been subbed to you since 700. Thank you very much. Alright. Owen Buckner asks, it is the Buckners, everyone. If you got that reference, that's good. Money goes to magnets, and it's shared with the intern. Yeah! The Buckner family, everyone. If you get that reference, that's awesome. Alright, a lot of questions. Alright, question 1. What is the movie you find... What is the movie that you find absolutely zero redeeming qualities in? Zero redeeming qualities. A lot of movies have that. The 50 Shades movies... Moji movie, North of the North, very, like, no good qualities in those films. Last Airbender, zero qualities, redeeming qualities. What are some movies you constantly rewatch? I answered that already. If you were forced to sit through The Last Airbender 100 times over, alright, if you were forced to sit through The Last Airbender movie 100 times or watch Uwe Boll movies for the rest of your life, which one would you choose? Dying is not an option. So watch Airbender 100 times or watch Uwe Boll for the rest of my life. So if I watch Airbender, it's just 100 times over. Is that for the rest of my life as well? If it's just 100 times, I'll do Last Airbender. But if not, it's just Last Airbender, just Uwe Boll movies the rest of my life. Oh, both sound awful. I guess I'll go Uwe Boll because eventually I'll just die from a seizure because his movies are just so horribly edited. Alright, has your opinion ever changed on a movie? Well, slightly, a little bit slightly. Like, even like lately since I've done reviews, some movies a little higher, a little lower, not too drastic. Michael Bay's cringiest film. Pearl Harbor's is cringiest. The worst. Transformers are the worst, but Pearl Harbor's really cringy. That romance. Ugh. What if you were to review older movies? I always thought about it, but I prefer doing top 10s and rankings, so I can talk about a lot of older films in one video, so get them all out of the way. What is the weirdest movie you've ever seen? The weirdest? I don't know. There's a lot of weird movies out there. Tusk? That's a weird one. Human Centipede? Those are weird shit. Alright. What's an animated Disney movie you'd like to see in a live-action remake? Oh my god, none. Maybe The Black Cauldron. Make it more better. Make it more interesting. Because The Black Cauldron is not a good film. Maybe they can make it a live-action film, make it better. So yeah. Best Adam Sandler movie? The Wedding Singer. Least favorite character in the Star Wars prequels? Not Jar Jar Binks. Not Jar Jar Binks, but the least favorite character? Queen Amidala. Phantom Menace. She's like the most boringest wooden performance. Pointless character, does nothing. Yeah, Padme is, I know, Queen Amidala, the twist, but the actual Queen Amidala, like, she does nothing. Movie franchise you hope gets a movie franchise that you hope gets rebooted. Mine would be Transformers. Franchise that gets rebooted. Franchise that gets rebooted. I have no idea. Ninja Turtles, make them better. Again, G.I. Joe, make it better. You can make those movies good. The 1990 Ninja Turtles movie is pretty good. You can make them good movies. Just put fucking effort into it. God. Question 12. Have you ever cried while watching a superhero film? Oh, a superhero film. I've never cried watching a superhero film, but I've came close. Very close. Which one, you probably ask? I don't know. I know I have. I think I have. Pretty sure I have. I'm trying to think. Have I ever cried or even almost cried in a superhero film? Huh. Life's deep questions. I don't know. I'm gonna stare blank for 50 minutes to answer your question. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, almost got me a little emotional. The beginning. Even the scene with Groot, it's pretty emotional shit, but yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy, almost. Alright, my cousin, Julian Abui. Hey, buddies. My cousin, Julian. Congrats on 1,000 subs, man. Love you, dude. And he asks, what are some of your favorite video game systems and some of your favorite games for those systems? For the systems, I love PlayStation. I'm a PlayStation fan and everything. Like, I love the PS2. PS4's not bad. PS3 is really good. PlayStation 2 is like my favorite. I love PlayStation 2. Like, Final Fantasy X was like one of my favorites for the PS2. I loved playing Battlefront 1 and 2, where it was awesome. Star Wars Battlefront was really cool. I liked PS1 because I loved like Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8, Legend of the Dragoon and stuff. Tales of Destiny, Grandia, like those were really cool games to play for the PS1. Mostly PlayStation, Sony PlayStation. I've always been a PlayStation. I play a little bit of Game Boy, GameCube and stuff, little Nintendo, Nintendo Wii, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. All good games like GoldenEye for the 64 is really great. Star Fox is awesome, but I've always been a PlayStation fan. For the PS3, The Last of Us is like my favorite for the PS3. Yeah, those are some of my favorites. PlayStation all the way. PS1, 2, and 3, like my favorites. So yeah, thanks, buddy. Alright. Benevelina asks a few questions. Alviana, whatever. What is your favorite graphic novel adaptation? What is your favorite graphic novel adaptation? Like graphic novel or like movie adaptation of a graphic novel? Logan's technically an Old Man Logan story, so yeah, that's like actually one of my favorite graphic novels, so if you count that. Question 2, are you a Bruce Lee fan? Yes, I'm a Bruce Lee fan. My favorites, Enter the Dragon is my favorite. Fist of Fury is another one. I love Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee's awesome. And no, I did not see that movie, Rise of the Dragon or some shit. That stupid Bruce Lee one that's not even really about Bruce Lee. I never saw the movie. Heard it was awful, though. Which superhero do you think deserves a Netflix show? I always thought Punisher, and they're making it, so there you go. Dreams came true. What are your thoughts on the upcoming Obi-Wan movie? It could work. Get Ewan McGregor back, because he was awesome as Obi-Wan. He was like one of the best in redeeming things about the prequels. And you can make it work. It could be really good. So I'm curious to see what Obi-Wan did, because it's like 20 years from Revenge of the Sith to Star Wars, so he could have done a lot of interesting things. So I'm curious to see that. What live-action Disney remake are you looking forward to? None of them. Not really any of them. 101 Dalmatians, maybe, but not really any of them. Except for Blade Runner, yes I am. Alright, Kay Davies asks, which is better, Friends or Stranger Things? Those are weird choices. I love Friends. I grew up with Friends. Friends is awesome, but I like Stranger Things. Stranger Things is just so great. Ariel asks, would you rather watch Pixels, Grown Ups 2, or Jack and Jill for the rest of your life? Or, oh, no, wait. Would you rather watch Pixels, Grown Ups 2, or Jack and Jill every day for the rest of your life? So, Pixels, Grown Ups 2, or Jack and Jill. He picks Pixels. I also pick Pixels. Pixels is a garbage film, but Jack and Jill and Grown Ups 2 are way worse. He also asks, you really need to check out the Scream TV show. A lot of people have said that. I haven't watched it yet. He also asks, what is the best horror movie from the 2010s? The Conjuring's up there. The Conjuring's so good. Blu-ray update, that's coming soon. Been with you since 20 subs. Thank you, buddy. Alright, Dragonite23X asks, imagine if one of your subscribers became a world-famous director and writer. How would you feel about that? I'd feel awesome and honored that awesome filmmaker used to watch my videos. That's pretty cool. I'd review your movies, too. I'd give you all 10 out of 10s. Because I'm a kiss ass. Alright, could you please do a top 10 worst television shows? Oh, TV movies, sorry. TV movies, like the holiday special? Yeah, I can do that. Can you please do a top 10 worst limited release films? I can try. And also, can you please do a top 10 failed Oscar bait films like J. Edgar in Australia? That sounds pretty funny. Alright, Eclipse Sonic. What's going on, buddy? Congrats on 1,000 subscribers. Would you consider doing more reviews on anime shows and films? Hell yeah. Japan needs to make more Japanese animated films. I know there's a lot to come out, and there's a few I'm looking forward to that are coming out later this year, and yeah, the new Hiromusa Unibasha movie looks really good about the witch. I forget what it's called. I forget what that movie's called. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that movie, but they need to make more movies, because I love their movies, because one of my favorite anime films this year so far is A Silent Voice, since it's a Japanese anime film. But yeah, I wanted to review more films, and I do want to review some of the shows. Yeah, it's difficult, because there's a lot of movies out there. What was the first anime that introduced you to the medium? Like, the first anime I ever watched was, like, a typical thing, like Dragon Ball Z and stuff, and Pokemon. But what really got me into anime was Death Note. Like, when Death Note came out in, like, 2006, I watched it right when it came out, and that instantly got me into anime. I got into, like, Vampire Knight after that, Cowboy Bebop, Full Metal Alchemist, and all that stuff. And that's when I really became, like, an anime fan. Most underrated, overrated, animated show, film and show. Overrated, underrated. Let's go overrated first. Let's get the hate out first. Overrated anime. One Piece. I can't get into that shit. I know it's a loved show. Monkey D. Luffy. Just not a fan. I'm not a fan of One Piece. I think it's a little overrated. Underrated. Underrated is. I think Eden of the East is pretty underrated. I think it's a pretty underrated show. And Requiem for the Phantom is so underrated. People need to watch that. It's a great show. For movies, overrated. I don't know. I don't have a lot of hate for the Japanese films, the Japanese animated films. Overrated. Overrated. I don't know. I don't know what's overrated. There's a few Miyazaki movies I don't like praise like a lot of people do, but I don't think any of them are like overrated though. Underrated. Let's go underrated first. 5 centimeters per second. A lot of Makoto Shinkei's films are very underrated. Like 5 centimeters per second's underrated. The Place Promised in Our Early Days. Voices of a Distant Star. All really underrated. Your Name is underrated. The Boy and the Beast is very underrated. I think those are very underrated films. Silent Voice that came out this year. Silent Voice is so underrated. So there's a lot of underrated shows and movies. Number 4, can we expect more top 10 lists in the future? Yes, more top 10 anime lists. Yes, I will get on that. Elijah Rubes asks, congrats, man. Thank you. Also, do you want to do some rankings for the Halloween-themed videos? Like, best and worst horror movie remakes. That's a pretty good one. Ranking The Final Destination, The Wreck, Paranormal Activity movies. Yep, I plan on doing all of those. Hello, Leia. My cat's meowing again. Meow. Meow. Alright, next is Spy the Fly 1. Congrats, man, Anyways, my questions are, number 1, what is your favorite YouTube critic? Chris Stuckman is my favorite. Number 2 is least favorite superhero. And number 3, your favorite hip-hop artist. My cat's whining. I don't know why. Because I'm not giving her attention, apparently. Least favorite superhero. I don't know. Oh, by the way, this is my kitty. This is Leia. Say hi, Leia. She said hi. Anyways, least favorite superhero. My least favorite superhero. I don't know who my least favorite is. Does Steel count? Shaquille O'Neal? Favorite hip hop artist, Tupac Shakur. Tupac, I'm a huge Tupac fan. I'm a Notorious B.I.G., Dr. Dre, Eminem fan. Tupac all the way, though. Tupac's always been my favorite. Changes, things will never be the same. See no places, but in the morning I ask myself. I made sure I blessed myself. Now I'm humming some Tupac. I want to listen to some Tupac after. Love Ice Cube and, of course, Eazy-E, all of them, too. Like, they're all great, too. Brokeback Mountain. I kind of want to watch that movie now. All Eyes on Me, though. That's a shitty movie. Anyways, Homeboy Ramen asks, how old are you, and which one of the Spider-Man superpowers would you want in real life? How old am I? I'm 26. And what I would want, even though it's not in the comic books, because the comic books has web shooters, but if we're owned by the Sam Raimi films, I love to shoot webs out of my wrists and just swing on them and stuff. That'd be awesome. I'd never need to buy a car or take the bus. I can get everywhere so quick and just... What I want web shooters. Alright. Tom D215 asks, what are your favorite B movies? B movies. One of my favorites is The Raven with Vincent Price and Peter Lorre, Vincent Price and stuff. That's an awesome movie. That's a great film. The Blob with Steve McQueen's also a great B movie. Ridiculous films, but I absolutely love them. Alright, Richard Cardante asks, which performance is more deserving for the Oscar for Best Actress in 1950? Judy Holliday in Born Yesterday, who won, or Gloria Swanson in Sons of Bolfar, who was nominated? Oh yeah, Judy Holliday won for Born Yesterday. I don't even think that's that great of a performance. She's kind of annoying in that film. Yeah, Gloria Swanson for Sons of Bolfar should have won. She was nominated. Either that or Betty Davis. Betty Davis for All About Eve probably should have won too as well. So yeah, that one that year. Anyways, what's your favorite episode of Rick and Morty and Gravity Falls? Yeah! Tiny Wig, motherfucker! Tiny Wig! That's one of my favorite episodes. Tiny Wig! My favorite episodes of Rick and Morty, Close Encounters of the Kind, because it introduces us to Evil Morty and stuff. Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick is so great. I have it written down too, because I don't know all the episodes' names, so I wrote it down somewhere. What was that episode called? Big Trouble in Little Sanchez is the Pickle Rick episode. Yeah, that's it. The Rick Lantis mix-up. That one. That is this season. Best episode of Rick and Morty ever. Best writing. Best direction. It's such a cool episode. It's the universe of all the Ricks and all the Mortys and everything. I won't spoil what happens, but again, Evil Morty comes back and it's so good. I won't spoil what happens, though. Gravity Falls. My favorite episodes of Gravity Falls is Weirdmageddon, 4 parts of Weirdmageddon. That's great. It's the finale of Gravity Falls. Summerween's really good. Double Dipper, when Dipper is going to the dance and he clones himself. Funny episode, hilarious. My favorite is what's the episode? Not What He Seems. Not What He Seems. It's when you know the truth about Grunkle Stan. And you find out who wrote the books and stuff and what has been really going on in Gravity Falls. I won't spoil any of them because if you haven't watched Rick and Morty and Gravity Falls, watch them. They're some of the best cartoons you watch. I like Gravity Falls a little more, just a little bit more, but I'm a huge Rick and Morty fan, a huge Gravity Falls fan. Some of the best episodes ever. I love those episodes. If you didn't watch those shows yet, check them out. Doing yourself a disservice if you're not watching those cartoons. They're so good. So good. Anyways. That's from Movie Sins, by the way. Alright, next, we're getting down to the last two. Sonic Fan 12. Do you like Sonic the Hedgehog? And also, what's your worst films and best films? I love Sonic the Hedgehog. I played Sonic, actually, when I was a kid on the Sega Genesis. I played some Sonic. I played Sonic Heroes. Do you remember that for the PS2? Sonic Heroes. Yeah. I watched the cartoons of Sonic, and yeah, I'm a huge Sonic. I love Sonic the Hedgehog. Knuckles was always my favorite. I always loved Knuckles. Knuckles was great. Tails is okay, but I love Sonic and I love Knuckles. Knuckles was the shit. So yeah, I like Sonic. Best films, Casablanca, Citizen Kane, Empire Strikes Back, Blade Runner, Rear Window, Psycho, The Birds? Not The Birds. Virgo, Goodfellas, Godfather, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Those are some of the best films. Worst films, Lost Airbender, Geely, Jack and Jill, Dragon Ball Evolution, Battlefield Earth, Batman and Robin, Superman 4, Quest for Peace. Those are some shitty ass films. Alright, last question from my man Ryan02. Yeah, Ryan! Check out me and Ryan's review. We did a review of the 19... Knocked over my lights, almost. We did a review of the 1982 Blade Runner film, my favorite film of all time. I'll leave the link down below. We did a review on his channel on Blade Runner. Awesome review. That was the first time he ever watched Blade Runner. It's the perfect way to do a review. Do a movie that is a favorite of someone's, and also review it with someone who's seeing it for the first time. It's kind of like a two-take review. If you ever watched JTE Movie Thinks, that's what he does with his girlfriend. If you ever watched JTE Movie Thinks, he takes him and his girlfriend watch a review. She's never seen it, and it's his favorite film. And they watch it. You get an old opinion and a new opinion. I like different opinions like that. So yeah, I like watching movies with people that are like my favorite films, and they've never seen it before that. I love doing reviews like that. I think it's really cool. A few people do that too. Also, watch Tamara's Never Seen on Channel Awesome. She does that. She watches movies she's never seen before. So I like doing that kind of stuff. So yeah. Yeah, we reviewed Blade Runner, and also I was on episode 3 of Rotten or Fresh. Rotten or Fresh, that was awesome. You check that episode out. I'll also leave that in the link down below on Ryan O'Toole's channel. Check out Ryan O'Toole, like and subscribe to all of his videos, subscribe to his channel, all that shit. Support his channel, support Rotten or Fresh. Rotten or Fresh, awesome show. It's almost as good, probably just as good as the Schmodown on Collider. And yeah, Ryan, I want to be on a Redemption episode, man. Redemption, I need it. I want it. I want that redemption. I want my revenge on Zach Pope. I'm kidding. I love you, Zach. Zach, you're awesome. Anyways, Ryan has a question, by the way. I'm ranting. Huge congrats, man. Very well deserved. Thank you. Anyways, do you think Justice League has the potential to blow people away, or will it disappoint us like Batman v Superman Suicide Squad? Alright, this is a great way to end the Q&A on... We're going to talk... Sit down, everyone. We're about to talk Justice League. I don't hate the DCEU, by the way. I don't hate the DCEU. They make a great film. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was so good. I love Wonder Woman. What Patty Jenkins did with it. I'm glad she's returning for the sequel. Wonder Woman was solid. And Batman v Superman Suicide Squad, they're not bad movies. They're just not very good. They're entertaining. I gave them positive reviews, even though the reviews weren't really high, but they're fine. They're fine for what they are. Man of Steel, though. Man of Steel, I do not like. I do not care for Man of Steel. But I don't hate the DCEU, but they're very jumbled. It's a mess. The DCEU is a complete and utter mess. And they're rushing, because they're competing so much with Marvel. Because Marvel's already got this established franchise, but the reason they have that is because Marvel took their time, and they've been doing it since Iron Man in 2008. DCEU just came out in 2013. They're already making a Justice League movie, and we're not attached to these characters. We're attached to Wonder Woman, that's it. Superman had his movie, and then all of a sudden he's battling Batman in the next film. This is what they should have done. They should have done Man of Steel 2, and have Lex Luthor, make him battle like Brainiac and stuff, and then have the Batman movie, and then have the Wonder Woman movie, and then have Batman v Superman, and then do the Aquaman movie, then do the Flash movie, and then do the Cyborg movie, and then you do the Justice League movie. Like, I don't know why they're already doing the Justice League film. They're rushing into it, and it's jumbled, and it's a mess, and Joss Whedon had to come in, get Zack Snyder had to leave and stuff. It's gonna be a jumbled, convoluted CGI mess. I'm predicting already what I'm gonna think of Justice League. I'm not going to hate it. I'm going to think some visuals are cool, but it's going to be bloated with CGI. There's going to be really cool action and fight scenes. I bet The Flash is going to have some really funny lines. Ben Affleck's going to be great. Wonder Woman will probably steal the film. Aquaman will probably be boring. Cyborg will probably be very generic. Steppenwolf will be a very forgettable villain, just a CGI villain. And it just be a very disappointing and very just mediocre film. That's probably what I'm projecting for Justice League. It's probably not going to be awful, but I don't think it's going to be good. It's going to be just a very mediocre DCEU fan, and we're just going to be wishing for another Wonder Woman movie after. So yeah, DCEU is a mess. They just probably need to start over again or something, and they don't know what they're doing. Mostly to blame is Zack Snyder, because he just rushed this fucking shit, but... yeah, I'm not excited for Justice League, and I don't think he'll be that good. So yeah, that's my opinions on that. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me on my second Thank you guys for joining me on my second Q&A. Yay, I did it! I could talk properly. Anyway. I'm tired. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me on my second Q&A, and thank you guys for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. It's so exciting, so pumped, so awesome. It's all thanks to you guys. It's all thanks to you guys. It's all you guys. You're watching my videos. You like my videos. And you like hearing me talk about movies and doing top 10s and rankings and stuff. Thank you. It means the world to me that you guys enjoy them and watch my stuff. So thank you guys so much. I'll do another Q&A when I reach 2,000 subscribers. We'll see how long it takes me to get to 2,000. But that'll be my next Q&A. And yeah, thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this very long video. So yeah. Thank you so much, and as always, for this video, please like, subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.